Yep, it's that time of year. But before we even get started, let me tell you something from the heart. Growing up where I did, Scooby-Doo was more like a family pet and less of a cartoon character. And the franchise as a whole was more of a bridge between my parents' childhood and my own. It was a safe place even. A laugh when things outside weren't as funny. A mystery I could solve when real life had too many questions. So today, you ain't hearing from NostalgicLee. For this one, you're hearing from the Scooby Dude. Well, at least that's what my friends call me. And honestly, they're right.
The beginning. Where are you? 1969 to 1970.
Nice.
Scooby's old.
No. We don't do that here. Remember, Scooby's not old. Scooby is vintage. Scooby is retro.
Old. Scooby is old.
You know what? This isn't a hill I want to die on. Anyways, like I.R.I.S said, the beginning. The funky soundtracks, the laugh tracks, the chase gags. Villains aplenty, and they were always a guy in a mask. There certainly was this charm, this comfort, knowing that all of your fears could be unmasked. And honestly, it could all be done in a timely fashion. There was no lingering effects. It obviously cemented Scooby and Shaggy as the cultural icons, but also kickstarted an iconic franchise.
Fun fact, Hanna-Barbera created Scooby-Doo in 1969 as a way to soften TV violence concerns. Instead of superheroes punching villains, kids watch teens solving mysteries with a dog.
And those gnarly-ass chase songs? Straight grooves. Austin Roberts absolutely rips. I like to look at him as Saturday morning mixtapes.
Oh, for damn sure. It's the blueprint, dude. From the opening bongos to the title cards. Christian Cage. By that I just mean they're instant classics. Great music, great monsters, and great memes. Yeah, you better believe that eventually you'll be getting a whole video about it.
Keep dreaming. I'm not letting it go. Nope, I'm not letting it go.
Okay, Pop is very upset because their personal video is being a pain in the So, yeah. Let's just mute you for a second. Back to what we were talking about. I love me some Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And I'm pretty sure a lot of you do too. It may not be like your favorite cartoon, but it's like your favorite cartoon. You know what I mean? Like, everybody loves Scooby-Doo, and if you don't, you're just a liar. Oops. No, but on a serious note, I feel like a lot of people just gravitated towards Scooby-Doo because it was always there. Yeah. It was always there. But unlike other shows of the era, it wasn't just there with reruns. Scooby-Doo expanded.
The expansion era. 1970s to 1980s.
Holy sheep shit on a shingle. Times are a-changin'. From 1972 to 1974, you had the 24-episode run known as the New Scooby-Doo Movies. This show had celebrity crossovers like Batman and Robin, the Harlem Globetrotters, Sonny and Cher, and the f***ing Addams Family. And then you got the spin-offs of Scooby and Scrappy in 1979. But hang on. 1985? The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. And it featured Vincent Price. These shows were fucking wild. So check this. Scooby went from catching crooks and masks to straight up boxing with like Dracula, the Loch Ness Monster, and whoever else showed up. Scooby, the Power Rangers, and Godzilla all have Monster of the Week in common. You can check that one off your bingo card. Now that was the absurdity I needed. And these hour-long episodes had some bangers. Don Knotts, the Three Stooges, the Addams Family, the Harlem Globetrotters, Batman and Robin. Come on now. I don't know who we have to pay. It's probably Warner Brothers. Anyways, I don't know who we have to pay, but please give us more of these insane crossovers. Your boy's trying to see Pennywise get caught by Mystery Inc. Just saying.
Type shit.
Type shit.
Cut the shit the fuck off.
What is it?
Bro, what is he doing?
I don't know.
Alright, dude. You've got plenty of time. You have to talk about him. I know you're avoiding it, but you kinda have to.
Do I though? Do I? Alright, fine. I guess we're talking about Scrappy-Doo. So believe it or not, I don't hate him. I also don't love him either. To me, Scrappy's kind of like that one cousin that shows up to the family function. Sometimes he's fun, sometimes he's like loud and weird. Sometimes you just wish he'd sit the down. So like I can see how Scrappy can rub people the wrong way. He's a lot. He's extremely overconfident and always ready to throw hands with monsters like 3 times his size, which kind of throws off the tone of the show. But even with that being said, I can't really bring myself to dislike him, even though he's a pugnacious brat. He's a real representation of a very real era that Hanna-Barbera was going through. It was that weird evolution where they were constantly trying to keep things fresh, but also not too different. So like, think of it this way. If Scooby-Doo is soul food, then Scrappy's like chitlins. Though I don't like chitlins. Okay, let me try again. If Scooby-Doo is a burger, then Scrappy's mustard. You know what? I don't like mustard either. Okay, wait. I think I got it. If Scooby-Doo as a whole is Halloween candy, then Scrappy is black.
Do you even f***ing like black licorice?
That's not the point. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that Hanna-Barbera were really trying to experiment, and Scrappy is one of those experiments. Had Scrappy not existed, I don't even know if Scooby-Doo would still be a thing. Oh wait.
Straight to home videos, VHS era, 1987 to 1988.
Now listen, maybe this was just where I grew up, but these were in every corner store, and I swear they were on every single movie shelf for every kid that I knew. It was like every kid had at least one of these. Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers, Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School, and Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. But before I go too far into talking about this, let me state that these movies were mainly Scooby and Shaggy. But I digress. The Boo Brothers saw Scooby and Shaggy in a haunted mansion. It featured a pair of goofy ghosts that were afraid of everything just like Scooby and Shaggy. Though they had this faux sort of bravery. Ghoul School, on the other hand, featured Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy. It was Saturday morning Monster Mash perfection. You had Dracula's daughter, the Mummy's kid, and even a little ghost girl among others. Can you imagine Shaggy trying to teach them? It's definitely worth the watch. And then there's the Reluctant Werewolf. Shaggy was forced into Fast and the Furious Nopio Drift. My boy was going through it. It was on some type shit. These movies were silly, they were out there, but they were also ours.
I ate one of those VHS once. Didn't taste like Scooby Snacks. 0 stars.
Bob, you're not supposed... Yeah, why do I even bother? Anywhoozle, this trilogy deserves its flowers, and I'm here to give it to them. I feel like no matter where you're from, there's always that group of VHS that you had to go back to when you didn't have cable or dish or whatever. These movies were some of that for me. If I were wearing a hat, I'd tip it. Thank you for the good times.
The Golden Era, 1998 to 2001.
Now, if you want to talk about defining a generation, this is it. I don't think there's anyone that's around my age that doesn't know about these movies. Yes, I'm talking about Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, The Witch's Ghost, The Alien Invaders, and Cyber Chase.
Before we even start, everybody in the comments, if you've seen these movies, tell us what your favorite was.
Honestly, yeah, please do. I'm very curious to see just how much the answers actually vary, if at all. I guess if it makes it easier, maybe put them in your 1 through 4, which one's number 1 and which one's 4, 1 being the best, 4 being the worst. I don't know, I guess I'm just really curious. I'm pretty stoked to see what the outcome is. But for now, let's get back to it.
Scooby-Doo as a whole leveled up immensely. Out with the guys in the mask and in with the real monsters. To start us off, we have Zombie Island. Zombie Island's like the Illmatic of Western animated films. That swamp setting, the darker art style, and all of the memories that were also made during the movie.
Yeah, I cannot think of this movie without thinking of this one.
You can feel the chill in the air. Cut! Who opened a window?
And if you allow me to overshare real quick, this is also where I developed my crush on Velma. I couldn't even tell you why.
But before we move on from this part, can we actually talk about one of the, if not the, best Scooby-Doo song ever composed?
It's terror time again. They got you running through the night. It's terror time again. And you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. Ba 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 ba.
Such a vibe.
We're not doing this. I don't mean to be a killjoy, but if I don't butt in now, those two will talk forever. It's time to talk about the next movie. The Witch's Ghost came, and so did you, for the Hex Girls. Goth rock icons who accidentally rewired a whole generation, and they weren't even the leads. And yes, Tim Curry was the villain, because of course he was. Who else could terrify kids with just a voice? And believe it or not, the movie premiered 27 years ago. I really don't care what you choose to do with that information, but I hope you feel very, very old.
Well, I was born in the 1900s after all. Oh, fiddlesticks. I hate when this happens. Just a second.
And here we go. All right. Ugh. Don't you just hate it when that happens? But I.R.I.S did bring up a good point. Who's everybody's favorite Hex Girl? Cassette?
Honestly, I think it's Luna. What about you, Pop?
I like Dusk. I like her pigtails.
My answer is, I think Thorn. I might be a little basic on this one.
Oh my god, who?
Thorn, she's like the leader. She's the one that...
Fucking cares.
Okay.
So, Alien Invaders, right?
Yep, that one's next.
Alien Invaders was Shaggy in love.
And then losing that love.
It's something I'm sure resonates with so many of us.
Good times. Good times. I guess.
Speaking of good times, Shaggy was having one good time in this movie. I mean, Scooby too. But their good time led to one of the best swerves in Scooby-Doo history. I'm not gonna spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but
What?
please go check that out.
No. Nope, we're not doing that. It has been 25 years. 25 years. Crystal was an alien. A straight up alien. And her little dog, too.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Shut up, baby, I know it. But we can't talk about all of these movies without talking about my favorite. Yes, Cyber Chase. It saw Scooby-Doo of old meeting Scooby-Doo of new face to face. Ah, what a dream. Could you imagine living in a video game like that? The world may never know.
I really do think that Cyber Chase is pretty slept on, not gonna lie.
They're not sleeping on it. They're in a coma.
Well, to be fair, I think all of these movies are really freaking good. So maybe they just all deserve their own spotlight? And yeah, I'm just returning out of nowhere. So yeah, we'll just do that. Stay tuned for that, I guess.
And when you bring up Cyber Chase, I'll be there.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Pop. I wouldn't have it any other way. But for now, it's time to talk about one of my favorite Scooby things. A pup named Scooby-Doo. But before we can even start, it still blows my mind with the fact that this show aired all throughout the 2000s, only for me to find out years and years later that it's an 80s show.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I said.
The power of reruns.
As the rerun king, I agree with that statement. Now let's get back to the actual show itself. This show was fun. It starts off with one of the best theme songs in cartoon history. Go ahead, try to tell me that this song didn't slap. Come on, I'll wait. It was funky, it was bouncy, and it was sang like rent was due. Shout out to you, Stu. You don't know me and I don't know you. But let's cut to the chase. I know your name is Stu. And I'll be narrating a lot of this video, so just sit tight. I mean, hey, I might even go all night. Shout out to Stu and the Negro Problem. I see ya. Now back to a pup named Scooby-Doo. The animation was exaggerated, Velma was pocket-sized, and every mystery ended with Freddy blaming Red Herring.
Red bully and thief, Red Herring.
Freddy was really on some snitch type
shit.
Top sheet.
It was silly, but it was joy in motion. And growing up, that joy was priceless. It's honestly my favorite spin-off in Scooby-Doo.
Wait, you know what?
Huh.
I just realized something. I think I blame Red Herring too.
What? I thought we were moving on from that.
Well, think again. Because if you remember correctly, what was it, Zombie Island? I'm pretty sure that was Red Herring.
Zombie Island had cat girls and zombies. I don't think any of those were Red Herring.
Wait, let Pop cook.
Listen, I think the crawdad monster was Red Herring.
You think... Wait. I mean...
Think about it. How many people do you know with the name Red? Not counting Pokemon. Exactly. His real name is Bubba Joe. Bubba Joe Herring. But they call him Red because he's a redhead. Come on.
I think I'm with Pop on this one. No one really names their kid Red. I think Pop's right.
I mean, freckles. The common color is red. Pop, you might be onto something. We're gonna have to dive deeper into that, but I'll let you have it for now.
I'll take it.
We'll save it for a conspiracy transmission. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Anyways, I also plan on doing more about a pup named Scooby-Doo. I love this series, and keeping it in this little condensed video isn't gonna do it for me personally. So stay tuned for that one too, I guess.
And I can't wait to be there to tell you why it wasn't as good as you remember.
And I'm choosing to ignore that.
The modern era, 2002 until infinity? What's up, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve the mystery. I see you, Scooby-Doo. The trolley's back to you. What's up, Scooby-Doo?
That was Pop with a cover of What's New Scooby-Doo, originally performed by Simple Plan. Somebody get that little bot a record deal. Lord have mercy. This has been DJ Pippin Battleopsicopoulos signing off. Till next time.
Now let's get back to it. After the classics came reinvention. What's New Scooby-Doo gave us the vibes of a pup named Scooby-Doo meets Scooby-Doo Where Are You? If Where Are You was the Sex Pistols, then What's New was definitely Sum 41.
Dude, no.
Come on! It was right there!
Alright, fine, we'll try it again. If Where Are You was the Ramones, then What's New is the Paradox.
If Where Are You is the Ramones, then What's New is Simple Plan. Why must you torment the nostalgia addicts?
Yeah, dude. Not cool. Not cool at all.
Well, now it's just too late and we can't go back. I'm sorry that I can't be perfect.
How dare you?
Mystery Incorporated gave us serialized storytelling, romance drama, and darker lore. Not everything was wrapped up within the episode. Things took a lot of time to actually play out, and it was really cool to watch it happen. Excluding Where Are You, this one's definitely my favorite series. Even though the show took place in 2010 to about 2013, I think it was way ahead of its time.
And there's a Scooby-Doo for everybody, like 2015's Be Cool Scooby-Doo. What some people call the Teen Titans Go of Scooby-Doo.
Or like when they brought back an old concept with Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. Gotta admit, pretty cool seeing Chris Paul with the gang. And then there's Velma. So, anybody have anything to say about this one?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, I really liked how... yeah, I got nothing. I mean, Scoob was a thing, and it was pretty cool, right? Right? We liked Scoob in 2020. Yeah, pandemic. Yeah, that's such a stain on the entire franchise. Not Scoob, but the other one. Yeah. I don't think yeah, let's just move on. If there's one thing that Scooby-Doo's good at, it's maintaining its relevancy.
Analysis. Scooby-Doo remains one of the longest running animated franchises in history.
And that's one thing about Scooby-Doo that will never change.
Adaptability equals survival.
Hey, you heard the woman. And speaking of adaptability, it was only a matter of time before Scooby did what Scooby do, and that's adapt. This time, on a bigger scale. Scooby-Doo goes live action. 2002 until now? In 2002, Scooby hit the big screen. The movie saw Freddie Prinze Jr. as Fred, Sarah Michelle Gellar, yeah, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer as Daphne, Linda Cardellini as Velma, and the Matthew Lillard as Shaggy, a role he was born to play. Now listen, when this dropped, it was polarizing to say the least. Some folks thought it was too silly and too campy.
Isn't Scooby supposed to be silly and campy?
I mean, yeah, that's the whole point. But I digress. Their complaints were for the birds. Sitting in that theater, hearing Scooby bark in CGI glory, seeing Mystery Inc. bicker and make up like a real family, man, I was all in. I think the best touch to me was Outcast crossing paths with the gang, and that was one hell of a banger.
Yeah, we seriously can't talk about the first movie without talking about that soundtrack. Outkast dropped Land of a Million Drums for Scooby-Doo, and that track was wild. It had Big Boy and Andre 3000 painting this funky, surreal picture of Mystery Inc. on the mic. If you ask me, it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It was pretty gnarly seeing that.
Oh, don't forget about Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray showed up too.
You're not wrong. And I still remember thinking about how weird that scene was.
Fun fact. The first live-action Scooby-Doo grossed over $275 million worldwide, making it one of the most successful family films in 2002.
I mean, that's cool and all, but you couldn't let me finish?
Nope.
Well, since you want to cut me off, what's your opinion on the movie?
I don't really care for it.
What?
Whoa.
Why? Why are you like this?
Knowing that bothers you pleasures me.
Oh.
Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed came in 2004. They went all out. Classic monsters reimagined for live action.
And it had some pretty iconic moments too, like Shaggy accidentally drinking that monster juice.
Ooh, Genius Scooby and Buff Shaggy were my favorite. It was so funny.
Dude was like, check out my pecs, little man. Oh man.
Classic.
I'm buff. His name's Norval. Yeah, good times, man.
Someone's got the case of the giggles, but let's get back on track. We also got a couple of live action movies that didn't actually make it to the big screen. They were the TV movies aired on Cartoon Network. The Mystery Begins and The Curse of the Lake Monster. Completely new cast, and honestly it was pretty decent for what it was. The standard for live action Scooby-Doo was already set so high that these movies could only go so far. But if you're curious, I highly suggest at least checking them out. Also, as of March 2025, Netflix has announced a new Scooby-Doo live action series. I don't know what to expect, but I hope it's great. If they can model it after shows like the live action One Piece and Stranger Things, I think it'll be a huge success. Here's to hoping. And now, here's the truth. When you're a kid growing up with real-world monsters outside your window, a talking dog and his crew of meddling kids can feel like family. I didn't have a pet growing up, but I had Scooby-Doo. Scooby taught me that no matter how big the mystery...
Didn't ask.
Oh, come on. This one was good.
Sorry, but I didn't ask.
Scooby taught me that no matter how big the mystery, friendship could pull the mask off of anything. I don't care what you guys say. That's why to this day, I'll always love Scooby-Doo. And I'll always be Scooby-Dooed.
In a world where real monsters sometimes look like your neighbors, Scooby-Doo can give you family that always have each other's backs. No matter the mystery, no matter the mask, the crew stay together. That's what we need to do. That's what all of you should do.
Well said. And that's why Scooby-Doo isn't just nostalgia. It's proof that laughter can carry you through anything. Until next time, I'll see you in the reruns. Bang.
I offer you structure. I offer you purpose. I offer you the chance to finally stop chasing ghosts in VHS tapes. Put down your comic books, pick up your responsibilities, and be an adult.